College football Saturdays are back.
SEC Nation is in Auburn, baby.
The craziest dude. He's just invincible. Welcome back to Invincible, the show where we tell the tales of our biggest athletic talents, striving to be invincible on and off the field. My name is Vince WOLFRAM, and I am so stoked that you're here. My guest this week is big time. She was the two-time Gatorade Kentucky Girls Soccer Player of the Year and committed to Auburn as just a high school sophomore. Last season, she led Auburn in goals, assists, and points, which were tied for the fourth most by an underclassman in program history. Check any women's soccer awards watch list, and you can probably find her. I sat down with the top drawer soccer number 15 player in the nation, Anna Haddock. Let's hear her story. Anna, welcome.
Yeah, thanks. I'm excited to be here.
Excited to have you on. So you are leading this Auburn team so far, but I want to take it back to the beginning, to when you were introduced to soccer. Tell me about when you first started playing soccer, when you were first introduced to the game.
Yeah, so like every other kid in the South, I think I was playing every sport at age 4. Really, I think it just clicked on the soccer field. My parents weren't big soccer people. They didn't really know much about it, but they were like, oh, she kind of knows what she's doing out there. Something's clicking. So high school hit, it was like, all right, this is where my future is, so I need to focus on this.
You attended Greenwood High School in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Talk about your first couple years there and how you got introduced to the high school game.
So my team actually, in middle school, we did not have a middle school team. We had to play JV high school. So as a 7th and 8th grader, I was playing against not very good high school players. And by the time I left, we had over 80 girls in our program. So, I mean, that program has grown a tremendous amount since being there. But Greenwood was an incredible experience. Senior year of high school, we actually won state. So I got to go out with the ultimate ending. Talk about that state championship year, especially from Bowling Green. Yes. It's not the biggest town in the world, so it was bound to be a big thing. Being a Louisville guy, you know, usually Louisville or Lexington or the Highlands area wins all of the championships in the state. So we were the first team from that region to win. We were kind of the Cinderella story underdog, and we won 1-0 and a last 10-minute goal. I mean, it was truly like amazing.
I mean, the winning didn't really stop for you either. Two-time high school Kentucky Gatorade Girls Soccer Player of the Year. Talk about that honor.
I think that was really humbling for me. It was a really cool experience because that award is not just about a player. It's about academic excellence, community service, everything that encompasses me as a person. So that award actually ranks one of my highest in terms of like what I'm proud of winning, because again, it's about who I am as a person and a leader, and not just about my abilities.
Yeah, and then after obviously the awards, and then after the state championship, you're tasked with picking a school. How did Auburn come into the picture? What was it that drew you here?
So I actually committed my sophomore year. Auburn kind of always had a special place in my heart. I don't know why, but I loved watching them play. I thought they played great soccer, and they were kind of the school I was waiting to hear from. Came on campus, like everyone says, just fell in love with it, and it just seemed like Coach Chapa and the rest of the staff really cared about their players. And then there's obviously nothing quite like the Auburn family. I mean, as cliche as it is, everyone says it day in and day out, and that was really, I think, the biggest determining factor for me, is it just felt like home here.
Coming in as a freshman, there's a lot of unknown and a lot of expectations still to be set. What was your mindset coming into your freshman year?
Well, all the unknowns, and then add COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Because that year was just wild for us, and you just kind of have that blue-collar mentality that you got to prove yourself. And we had a 48-day preseason, I think, because of COVID, so it really allowed me to grow into my confidence as a player and realize, oh shoot, I can play here. Like, I'm good enough.
And then this summer, in May, you were added to the U.S. U23 Women's Youth National Team roster. Talk about that, because that's a huge thing too. Congratulations.
Thank you. So that was my first national team call-up, and that was really something special. So I was planning on going on spring break the next day.
Not so fast.
Yeah, and then Coach ran into the locker room. I was getting taped, ready for practice, and she's like, Anna, look at this. And I was like, what are you doing? Are you okay? And it said, you know, we would like to invite Anna to U23 camp, as someone couldn't attend camp, so they invited me late in, and I'm kind of thankful it all happened so fast because I didn't really get to think about it and get nervous. It was just like, oh, you're on a flight to Portland tomorrow morning, so good luck, have fun. But no, it was incredible. I mean, that's kind of something I've been dreaming about my whole life, and to finally get to live that moment, getting there once, so they see you, they know your face, they know your style. So I'm really thankful and blessed that I even got that opportunity.
Let's talk your future for a little bit here too. What do you see 5 years down the line? Where is Anna Haddock?
All things go well, I'd like to be playing here in the NWSL. I think that'd be a really cool opportunity for my friends and family to be able to come see me play, but I would not be opposed to going overseas. I think that would be just an unforgettable experience, and I'd pick up so much life experience that is just unmatched.
Absolutely. All right, well, that is all the sports questions we have. We're going to do some speed round questions here. You ready? Anna Haddock, if you could be any animal in the world, what animal would you be?
Probably a cheetah.
Why?
Because they're really fast. That was like my favorite animal growing up.
On the team, what are you most known for?
Probably burping. I'm a really loud burper.
Which one of your teammates is most active in the group chat?
Probably Maddie Bondon. She's always reminding us of the things that we need to do.
Good team reminder.
Yeah, she is.
Team player.
She really is.
What is your favorite color?
Blue.
If you could remove one color from the world, what color would you remove?
Alabama red.
Crimson red. Good answer. If you could only choose one song to play every time you walked in a room, what song would you pick?
That's a hard one. Probably All Me by Drake.
Cannot go wrong with Drake. If Hollywood made a movie about your life, who would you want to play you in the movie?
I feel like Jennifer Aniston would be, she's just great, I love her.
What was your best Halloween costume as a kid?
Ooh. I would be a zombie or a vampire every single year. I was a tomboy through and through growing up, so most kids were princesses or cheerleaders, but no, I hid the face mask and the blood with my brother.
And with Halloween coming up, do you have any Halloween costumes set for this year?
We'll be in Orange Beach. Oh, Pensacola this year, I should say. The SEC tournament's in Pensacola, so maybe I'll be a soccer player.
There you go. Fitting, right?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, well, that is all the questions I have. Anna, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate your time, and best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Anna. Anna, being from Greenwood High School in Bowling Green, Kentucky, was once covered by the man, Dominique Yates, who I work with at WLKY in Louisville, Kentucky. I told Dominique I was having Anna on the show, and he actually sent me an old story he did with high school Anna on crutches. Check this out.
I'm to play soccer with the Greenwood Lady Gators. I have officially lost my mind. I saved one. Man, that was terrifying. I saw my life flash before my eyes. Anybody got any icy hot? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I didn't even do anything. Why is she so tall? It's not even fair. You think I got what it takes?
You know what? I think so.
I mean, wow. What a great start to the show today. It does not get much better than that. Speaking of great starts, what a week it has been for some of the pro sports franchises from the Northeast. Here are some cold weather areas that are giving us some red hot sports teams. We'll start in a place where I want to be a part of it, New York, New York. Start spreading the news because the Yankees, who just outlasted the Cleveland Guardians in 5 games, are leaving to take on the champs from the American League West, the Houston Astros. This is a battle fans have been looking forward to since these are the top 2 teams from the American League, filled with star power and filled with championship potential. They say the New York streets will make you feel brand new and the big lights will inspire you. And it looks that is exactly what has the New York NFL teams on a roll right now. The Jets, the Giants, and the Bills. The Jets continued their surprising surge with a convincing Week 6 win in Green Bay. Zach Wilson is back from injury and is on the hunt to bring his 4-2 Jets a winning record for the first time since 2015. The New York Giants tied an NFL record by winning as an underdog for the 4th time through 6 games on Sunday against Baltimore. Running back Saquon Barkley has 4 touchdowns this season, which is 2 more than he had in the combined 15 games he played in 2020 and 2021. And then the Buffalo Bills, led by MVP frontrunner Josh Allen, are the top team in the AFC East. Interesting story last week for the Bills. Starting safety Jordan Poyer, according to sources, was not medically cleared to fly with the team to Kansas City due to resolving a collapsed lung. But that didn't stop him. The Bills arranged for Poyer and his family to travel to and from Kansas City in a van. The All-Pro safety played every defensive snap and had 4 tackles after what was an over 15-hour trip one way. Next, let's take the train down to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Phillies, after knocking off the defending champion Atlanta Braves in the divisional, are battling the Padres in the NLCS. Bryce Harper and the Fightin' Phils have been putting on an amazing underdog run so far, and the Philly fanatics love it, as they are celebrating the Phils' first playoff appearance in 10 years. Down to the link we go, as the Jalen Hurts and his Eagles squad are still the only undefeated team in the NFL, at 6-0 heading into their bye week. They beat their rival, the Dallas Cowboys, in Week 6, 26-17. Last, but certainly not least, the place where the saying, "I lost my khakis," could mean, 1, you couldn't find your khaki pants, or 2, you misplaced the keys to your car, Boston, Massachusetts. Ahead of the Boston Celtics' 1-0 start to the new NBA season, the franchise celebrated the legacy of NBA great Bill Russell. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver announced that Russell's number 6 would be retired across the NBA, along with commemorative patches on all players' jerseys and a number 6 Shamrock logo on the sideline near the scorer's table in every arena. Lastly, Patriots head coach Bill Belichick tied George Halas for second on the all-time wins list. Only Don Shula remains in front of Belichick with 347 wins. It is time for everyone's favorite segment of this show, Tweets of the Week. We have 2 outstanding tweets this week. Our first is from Knoxville, after Tennessee upset Alabama in historic fashion. My man Nick here put it plain and simple, just saying, best sport. He's not wrong, because man, oh man, look at this atmosphere. It was just awesome for everyone except the field goals, as they were actually taken from the field, out of the stadium, all the way to the Tennessee River. That is pretty ridiculous. On to tweet numero dos. Oh man. Phillies fans were out and about on the streets after the team advanced to the NLCS. Safe to say, this guy's Phillies did not let him down.
For you, what does this moment mean?
This is probably the greatest moment of my life. I have children, they were born, but they kind of disappointed me. And I don't think the Phillies are going to disappoint me this year. I think we're going to the World Series.
Is that not the funniest? That's all I've got for episode 3 of Invincible. I hope you all had a blast. Have a great week. Keep rocking pink this month for breast cancer awareness. And this week, cheer for a team that hopefully won't disappoint you. I'll see you next time. Peace.